because we've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it, eluding the pressure right. And right away, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Throwing is Jackson. It's complete. Deion Kane working the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Nice throw there by Jackson. You think about what a boost he gave Baltimore the middle of last year. Led them to victories in 6 of their last 7 games as a starter, replacing Joe Flacco, who had the hip issue. And that strong finish was good enough for the Ravens to capture their first AFC North crown since 2012. And now Jackson's a known commodity. He's the unquestioned starter, and with increased expectations and pressure on the former Heisman Trophy winner. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Let's get off the field. Hey, watch it. 53's a mark. 53, check 53. I got it. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, first and 10 at their own 26. Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They go with Chubb on second down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Check. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
It's a party now. It's a party now. Out. Pistol. 48 for Mike. Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Nick Chubb stops short, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Baltimore was the most run-heavy team in the league last year after Lamar Jackson took over as a starter. And you think about Mark Ingram, he goes from a situation where he was sharing time with Kamara. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Sione Taki in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. High throw, but the catch is made. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. They'll run on 1st down. It's Ingram, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. On 2nd and 12. Mayfield.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Let's go. Check.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw from Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 37-yard line.
Check. 180. Check. 48's the mic. All day, dog.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Kings.
Here's Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go.
Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now it's Ingram. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Browns 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Ingram. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You don't want no problem from me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Jackson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they...
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 21st touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Joseph now to have the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Dancing to his left. And he's got room. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
To throw, Mayfield. And this is caught for Browns. Touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go!
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
It got his man complete. 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Now Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24.
From the 24, they'll go again on second and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Hey, switch gears.
Alert, 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 alert.
Flat.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They run, Chubb, and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Earl Thomas in on the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ain't going nowhere.
A give running right is Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Mike.
180! Hey, alert, 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 alert!
SOS.
Watch out!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Regular.
Check 52.
Up, up.
Check 31.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch twins.
Watch out!
Mayfield down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He's got Njoku over the middle. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Run.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as they have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, check 20.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Check 37. Check 37.
Real.
Mike 40.
Alert, 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 alert.
First down, Mayfield. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The tight end, David Njoku, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Pick the edge. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
You got 3 down.
Regular.
Check.
Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Baker Mayfield, as a rookie, 3 times he led the Browns back to victory in the 4th quarter. What can he do here in year number 2? And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
He's crazy. He's checking.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too. Yeah,
the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. It's caught on the right side at Smith. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Number 16. It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Jackson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. They're bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And again, it's Chubb. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check your hot read.
Regular. Pistol. Go.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey, we're 33. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. On the move to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Good. 180.
Squeeze. Man, I got you.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, watch the slant.
Run.
Hey, look.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. Beckham. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, alert 33.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, let's switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey,
Alert, 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 alert.
you got tank. You got tank. You got tank.
Mayfield to throw for it on fourth. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Let's go.
One last shot from Mayfield here. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone. But anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to draw up a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right? Where you get a little bit of extra, and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So for Baltimore, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside
from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Game the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no